money where the police are getting with. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my ones. I've been running up hills, I've been banging out weights, I've been beating up the heavy bag, I'm training every day. Had to fight for these mills, had to lose a couple mates. Sacrifice after sacrifice, that's the only way. Undisputed, they thought that I could do this. I said I'd be a legend, they all thought I was deluded. The pain's deep rooted, the game's diluted. These rappers aren't gangster, they're all capping in their music. In my soul I can feel it, in my soul I can feel it. There's always been a deeper meaning, I wrestle with my demons. I wrestle with my demons. The road's always been appealing, there was holes in my sneakers. There was holes in my sneakers. I had to go and get that beat and I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what I'm feeling. I just know that I'm in deep. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1.
Victory all in my eyes, enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fist.
The crowd has been waiting for this one for a very long time. Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
And now it's Saul Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA.
This bout,
not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues. Caution is being thrown. Well, he's had enough, and he is going to quit. And that is...
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start a fresh start again. This could be, this could be, this much weight on me. Could I just be free? I want to fly away. Live my life in my own way. Give me a new day.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham, and next... So here is Saul Canelo Alvarez, the Mexican... Terrence Bud Crawford, the undisputed lightweight champion of the world. He also can crack at welterweight, one of the best to ever do it.
So excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a 4-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
Take the phone off the hook. This is all I wanted to see right now, right in front of me.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. That left uppercut doesn't score. That jab had to hurt. It is a sunny and hot day, and no, we're not inside. No air conditioning, or air con, as they say in the UK.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Tom, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be, so you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
You'd like to see more jabs. The face is telling the story from that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Lucky that hook didn't score. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Straight right just misses. It's all offense all the time. despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Good work out there. Switch on, get your boxing back together, put him back in his place.
I'm missing. Great work. Stay focused. Don't win him back into the fight.
Come on, you're letting him back in. You're better than that, kid. Just go back out there and get behind the basics. Get your jab back, get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again.
The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Start sticking in a few bodies.
Or yet, you got to go back out there and win this round. Get it?
Stay focused. Don't win him back into the fight. Don't give him no...
All the way through camp, and now you're going to go back out there and lose the match?
Mark, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
Get your mind back on the...
What you do. Good work. Good work out there. The job's working nice. Those one...
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. So much for boxing. This is a fight. So much firepower here. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Both trying for a knockout. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
I need... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom, different tactics.
Punch, counter punch. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Those counter punches have to hurt. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round.
They believe their fighter has it in the tank.
Big round, now relax. Just keep him on the end of that jab.
Get your mind back on the job. There's a gun.
Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so we can't figure you out.
Better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, and put him back in his place. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, or you'll take him out. He's
Better than that, kid. Just go back out there and get behind the basics.
You've got to be smart, otherwise you'll see it and ride it out. Go up.
Being coasted for this entire fight, and now you've let him back in. Now it's going to be a...
Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will...
The referee calling for seconds out. Right back into the action.
First minute, stick him in the end of your jab.
You can't miss it. Great work. Stay focused. Don't move back into the...
Let's get it started in round 3. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you can't think him. You've just got to be smarter than this. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Nice defense on that hook. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than have to.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They blocked the left there. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. A nice job blocking the right jab. Not a lot of defense here at all. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like 2 different leagues.
Shots off and don't give him anything, all right?
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking.
Don't worry about it. You've completely switched up.
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end.
You've let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. I need to go back out there. I need you to...
Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, or you'll take...
He's boxing. Be smart. Get your shots on. Don't give him...
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise you'll see it.
Here we go to the 4th round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Do you believe what we're... Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
That's lights out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. All right, Alvarez in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
That's him happy. Just keep him on the end.
Flat work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch on. Get your butt.
That's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so we can't finish.
I need to go back out there and switch back on. Get focused, get your mind back on the job, and then get back out there and win the round. You've done all that work all the way through camp.
Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, or you'll take him out.
There, switch on and get your boxing back together.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, you'll see it and ride it out.
Now, come on. You're way better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight.
Working nice. Those 1-2s straight down the middle.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
You were thinking you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you're still landing your power shot.
And there's the bell to start round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Good counter punching. Good counter punch. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Just missing with the right uppercut. Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That hook won't score. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen.
There's the bell to start round 6. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put in a guess.
Looking to land the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. They stopped the hook there. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Big shot. Hold it right there. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Incredible work rate. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? A perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
All the way through camp, and now you're going to go back out there.
I'm missing. Great work. Stay focused. Don't move back into the fight.
Listen back together. Come on, you're switching up. You got complacent. This fight's not over yet. You got to go back out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag.
He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You let him back in.
You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots.
Get your jab back. Get your rhythm back.
Here comes round 7. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope. You've got to hope they run out of steam.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. They both want the knockout. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Did well to block that right hook. One punch could change everything in this battle. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these... And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped. Looks like trouble was averted.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, whoa, wait a minute! Crawford's legs are all over the place! A much better game plan here.
Defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice job blocking the hook. Whoa, wait a minute! Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way! This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Alvarez in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
It's when you talk about championship.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we still want to fight.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Catch and shoot. Can't connect with that right hook. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Crawford in trouble! And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit, because if you're getting caught like that...
Whoa, Johnny! Crawford is dazed! but somehow weathered the storm.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this. Whoa, wait a minute! Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
To make up.
We've made it to round 10. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Holding nothing back here in the round. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now this is about design.
Oh my God, Johnny! We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Oh, on a hook, but nice defense there. That again in replay from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen.
Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side. Only 2 options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time. We already on the way. Better get themselves in line. Thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah. keep striving until my lungs can't breathe. They're all tired, I don't know about fatigue. Got my bros back if we come under siege. Got my dogs with me, I ain't carrying a leash. Thank the Lord for my freedom of speech, cause I say what I like and I do what I please. Brothers think I didn't train for this my whole life, tried to tell them it didn't come with ease. They must have thought that I didn't put in graft. Stayed fully focused and stuck to the task. When it paid off, I was like at last. Them other brothers can kiss my ass. And I promise you that I wouldn't wanna be ya. Them man ain't got this energy, do ya? I cannot feel that vibe going through ya. Flat back quick like my dead computer. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. I'm from a different life, different type, energies, flows, vibes. I'm from a different life, different type, energies, flows, vibes. They couldn't top this. When your team going crazy, it's like a mosh pit. Lonely at the top, they won't give what it's costing. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. Told them once and I tell them again. Giving up's not an option, I'll fight to the end. Physical attributes at 10 out of 10. So trying to catch me, I wouldn't recommend. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack, boy, so tall that it might fall. Top strike, calm man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, I know send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't wanna hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo. Step to the place where my J's are with all nine and I'm on a mad one. I don't want no attention from that gal if she ain't a bad one. Man try tell me the 3-5 come too stinky as Cali that packs from. And if I go broke, N95's a night glove slapped on. Soon put Chef on the map, son. Don't pop with too many brothers, they cap enough. Dog, I don't care about the past, that bad in the present and you can get wrapped up. I don't deal with pests, man got no fertilizer for them. Go on then run up your mouth yet again. Joe get sent all the way up like Rem. Nah, that ain't the flex so. I got J's on my feet, they're retro. They can act like they got bars. I got bars in my name like Esco, and I'll slap them off like Crespo. Go dish out the news like Metro, and it's punks know that I don't take joke. In person they reject more. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. sword handle all in my hand. The war forces more toward my door with demands more important than the fortune that you poured in my pan. From freestyling to recording advance, can you please reinforce all my borders and bands? I should've put it towards some plans. Want a forest, gotta water some plants. Normally ignoring the branch is par for the course, but when you hold a culture you can't parkour over a part. You gotta march forth over your art. And for your fans, when you corner, gotta shorten your stance. Lessen your tails, Philly shell, don't orbit a dance. You hit a bell, then report to the band and do whatever that the chorus commands. And for the grand, talented all along. Think we're fortresses made of stone. We're just palaces made out of flesh and bone. Waiting for our time to shine, Lord, please bless my mansion of cards. If ever challenged, let us camp in the car. Or hang a hammock from a branch in the park. A planet made of uninhabited parts. Being anonymous don't grant you some dark. Even astronomers keep a camera on Mars. Satellite to track where you are and see your black as night, attack it with sparks. Fireworks are not a match for a star, and fire hurts, burns, blackens, and scars. Can still emerge, learned, attractive, and charred from out the ashes of galactic barrage. Yeah, it gets savage, but it's traffic mirage. It ain't no magic day in back of its secret hatches and frauds. You gotta take it back to the start. You gotta tap
It is fully packed here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham, and we're going old school tonight here inside the Grand Theater. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard, 145 pounds, 175 centimeters tall, with a reach of 179. Tipping the scales at the limit, 160 pounds, with a reach of 179. And facing him, Sugar Ray Robinson. What else can you say about this guy? Let's just cut right to the numbers. 147 pounds, 5'11", reach 72.4 inches.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won world titles in 5 weight classes. Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem, New York.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice Nice counter punch right up the middle. This is such an amazing theater. So many great concerts have been performed here, but nothing quite like what we're going to see here.
He's getting everything tonight. And you know what? When you're in a theater, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners. There's no making up excuses because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
Nice counter shot. They threw the hook. It didn't land. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A lot of effort being exerted here. Nobody home with that hook. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Hold it right there! Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. I promised. On to the second round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Incredible work rate. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Missing with that right hook. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice defense on that hook. Sugar Ray is down on the canvas. You up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
respect for each other's punching power. And he misses with that jab. The jab not finding its target. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Great round.
Let's get it started in round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
And Sugar is in trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That hook just can't find the target. That shot to the head, and there's no way they were going to stand up to that one.
I've got to see that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Got out of the way of that right hook. That right hook won't score. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. It's not over till... There's the bell to start round 4. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know he's left it gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Holding nothing back here in the round. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Those counter punches have to hurt. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but Leonard took a big shot and down he goes. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.